Wait. Oh, nice. Okay.
But it was a learning curve.
I've been hot all day at work. I had one friend going this way, one friend going this way. I couldn't breathe. I don't like this kind of weather. It's cold in between. You don't know how to dress.
Layers.
And you have layers.
You just showed your
It's a key. I know. It is but I don't know if it's recorded yet. No. She said happy holidays.
You want me to do the reading on this? Okay, you sure? Don't you be playing.
You know what?
To be in me, trying to help me know, because I see you're Dolores and you're Dolores and Coop.
Then I wanted the keys. And so she invited people. Drive there 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours back. I'm exhausted. And then, you know, the kids are, it's nice to see. But she's done. Yeah, she'll try.
We are going to call this meeting to order. Will order, please take your seat. We will have the city councilor take the roll.
Here. Here. Present.
Present.
Here.
Here. Here. Here. Here.
Here. Here.
Edwards. Jackson Smith. Streeter.
Present.
Morrison.
Here.
Meyer.
Here.
Hamilton. Montcalm.
Here.
Marquis.
Present.
Burlow.
Here.
Strickland.
Present.
Wingate.
Present.
A quorum has been established. We will now have the line item order for Ward 1.
So about a month ago, I got the opportunity to go back to my old high school, sort of talk to students there a little bit about politics, about college, my high school experience, and a bunch of other things. But really when the time came to ask me questions, a lot of the questions that students asked me, many of them were freshmen when I was a senior, was, asking me what opportunities I took, to get here in these chambers, to get to university. And so I kind of, went into a little bit of detail about, my first job, which was a youth at work job, where I had to work at a community garden here in New Haven, a block away from my house, back in New Haven. When I was living there, and where I really saw the work that I, put into that garden, growing crops, pulling out weeds, I saw that work directly benefit my community and where I come from. I also told them about organizations like Community Promise and others provide me not only the resources to access college, but also explore life after college. And so I say all this just to say, obviously I was proud of my family's work, but also proud of the work this board has done, both president members here and members that previously served on the board. This board, I think, has directly contributed to the betterment of lives of many New Haveners, particularly young New Haveners. And I'm one of the many young people that's just living proof of the work that you all have done, both here and inside these chambers, but also outside these chambers. So I just want to take this time to really reaffirm our commitment to giving our youth a platform and space, advocating for our youth. It's been a tough time, seeing, violence among youth sometimes, struggling students, rising mental health issues. But I think if there's one thing that's been sort of standing on my family is that when we have to, we make do with what we have, but it doesn't mean we always have to set up what we have. We can always kind of dream for a better future, dream of a better tomorrow, really. So yeah, I kind of just want to say is continue just working to keep the talent that we have here in New Haven, that's born and raised here in New Haven, whether it be athletic, academic, entrepreneurial, artistic, because it's what makes our city so unique. And so yeah, let's just continue using our platforms. I think sometimes we just need a little push or a little helping hand to really access the opportunity, to want to access the opportunity. So again, thank you for taking the time to listen, and let's continue doing the work that we're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President, and good evening. Move approval of the journal of the March 20th, 2023 Board of Alders meeting.
Second. The item has been moved and seconded. Are there any corrections to the journal? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it.
Thank you, Madam President. On unanimous consent, I ask you see in item number 1, the tax collector order of tax refunds, March 20, 2023.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Ms. Majority.
I move the item.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions, ayes have it.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask unanimous consent on item number 2 from the Chief of Police submitting a resolution of the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven authorizing the New Haven Police Department to submit an application to the Connecticut Department of Transportation in an amount not to exceed $75,000 to conduct a major city speed enforcement program during the period July 1 through September 4, 2023, and to accept such funds if offered, and to execute all documents and contracts as necessary.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Mr. Majority.
I move the item.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask unanimous consent on item number 3 from the Director of Health submitting an order authorizing the Mayor of the City of New Haven to apply for and accept a U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development Land Hazard Reduction Grant in the amount of $8,000 for the period of October 1, 2023 to April 30, 2027, and to execute, acknowledge, implement, and deliver any and all such documents as may be considered necessary or appropriate with respect thereto.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Ms. Majority.
And I just wanted a correction, Madam President, it's $8 million, and I move the item.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask unanimous consent on item number 4 from the Yale Office of Facilities and Campus Development submitting a resolution of the Board of Alders certifying that no amendment to the Yale University Central Science Campus overall parking plan is required for the application for inland wetlands review, development permit, and/or site plan review pertaining to the installation of athletic field lighting and accessibility improvements at DeWitt Family Field.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Ms. Majority.
I move the item.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask unanimous consent on items numbers 5 through 12. 5, order concerning real property taxes of Raven Homes on motor vehicle tax accounts 73520 and 73439. 6, order concerning real property taxes of Gemini Worry on motor vehicle tax accounts 92945, 96198, and 96152. 7, order concerning real property taxes of Lily Moyer on motor vehicle tax accounts 86864 and 84942. 8, order concerning real property taxes of Marcus Walters on motor vehicle tax accounts 104240 and 96249. 9, order concerning real property taxes of Michael Burris on motor vehicle tax accounts 57119, 81993, 5183, and 57183. 10, order concerning real property taxes of Makia Burris on motor vehicle tax accounts 57185, 81573, and 56744. 11, order concerning real property taxes of Reginald E. Boyd and Reginald E. Boyd Jr. on motor vehicle tax accounts 55788, 55789, 55853, 55854, 81627, 55830, 55831, and 55416. And 12, order concerning real property taxes of Shaniqua Ford Wiggins on motor vehicle tax account 68464.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent on any of these items? Seeing none, Ms. Majority.
I move these items.
Second.
The items have been moved and seconded. Discussion. I call on for this on vote, please.
Thank you, Madam President. These people from 5 to 12, they're willing to pay the taxes, but they need a little help with the interest. So if we waive the interest, we will be receiving $3,500. How will you approve it? Thank you.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. I know communications 13 through 36. Bringing us to Livable City or the Livable City Initiative, I move items 37 and 38. 37 from the Executive Director of Livable City Initiative submitting a resolution of the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven approving a development and land disposition agreement by and between the City of New Haven and West River Housing Company LLC for the development of Route 34, Parcel 1, also known as 16 Miller Street, New Haven, Connecticut, including a revised tax agreement approving the acquisition of certain sliver lots along Legion Avenue and Tyler Street from the State of Connecticut Department of Transportation and approving the disposition of 16 Miller Street and the adjacent Department of Transportation sliver parcels to West River Housing Company LLC. And 38 from the Executive Director of Livable City Initiative submitting an order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving one disposition of 0 Albia Street MEP 067-0953-00200 to the New Haven Port Authority for $6,800 to the disposition of 144 Columbus Avenue to Jose Filco for $1,242.50. 3, the disposition of 71 County Street to Beulah Land Development Corp. for $2,000. And 4, the disposition of 572 Winthrop Avenue to Beulah Land Development Corp. for $1,000.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded, discussion. Seeing none, all in favor of these items, please say aye. Any opposed? The item is passed, Ms. Woodruff.
Thank you, Madam President. I note first readings 39 through 41. On the second readings, I move item 42, community development favorable. Resolution of the Board of Alders authorizing the city to apply for and accept a grant from the Connecticut Department of Economic and Community Development not to exceed $32,100,000 to support the improvement and economic development of the Long Wharf District, $25 million, and the Downtown District, $7,100,000.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded, discussion. I call out order from Ward 6.
Thank you, Madam President. On Wednesday, March 15, 2023, the Community Development Committee met, and we would like to favorably recommend applying and accepting this grant from the State of Connecticut not to exceed $32,100,000 specifically for the purpose of redeveloping the Long Wharf District by demolishing a former state community college, developing a coastal open space and public park, redesigning Long Wharf Drive for flood resiliency, and creating a community marina. We ask for your support and approval on this application. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. Move item 43, finance favorable A, order the New Haven Board of Alders authorizing the execution of the successful collective bargaining agreement between the City of New Haven and UPS EU Local 424, Unit 128, formerly known as CILU Local 71, Blue Collar, dated July 1, 2020 through June 30, 2025.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded, discussion. I call on order from Ward 25.
Thank you, Madam President. This collective bargaining agreement between the City of New Haven and Local 424, Unit 128, runs from July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2025. The general wage increases are 2% for 2020, 0% for 2021, and 3.5% for 2023, 2024, and 2025. There is a structural wage adjustment in year 2 of the agreement that will lift pay rates for new and existing employees and make the positions easier to fill when vacated. The contract includes a retroactivity payment in 2 installments. These changes address the major priorities of the union. This new agreement also produces savings for the city in the form of higher employee contributions to medical premiums, pensions, and post-employment benefits. New hires will have only one choice for medical benefits, a high deductible plan. Finally, the so-called Rule of 85, which allowed covered employees to retire early, will be abolished. And going forward, employees will be able to retire no earlier than at 65 years of age. Overall, this new contract will cost the city, over 5 years, a total of $1.5 million above the cost of the prior agreement. The Finance Committee voted to give the item a favorable recommendation, and I ask colleagues to vote in support of the motion to approve. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes. Majority.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing on the finance favorable, I move item 43, B and C. The order of the New Haven Board of Alders of the City of New Haven authorizing the execution of Curriculum Associates LLC agreements with the Board of Education from December 15, 2022 to June 30, 2023. And C, order of the New Haven Board of Alders authorizing the Board of Education to enter into a 5-year agreement with the State of Connecticut Education Network to provide internet services in the amount of $400,380 before the federal state discount of 90% is applied.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call on order for Ward 25.
Thank you, Madam President. The Board of Education has requested authorization to execute a contract to provide professional development for teachers and administrators of children from kindergarten through 5th grade. This will support the recent implementation of iReady classroom and mathematics curricula. The total cost of this contract is $157,500. The Finance Committee heard this request and voted to give it a favorable recommendation, and I urge colleagues to vote to approve this contract. The Board of Education also requests approval to enter into a 5-year agreement with the State of Connecticut Education Network for internet infrastructure, serving the Board of Education offices on Meadow Street and at a backup location. The total cost of the city of this 5-year agreement, after the 90% discount, is $40,038. The Finance Committee heard this request and voted to give it a favorable recommendation. I urge colleagues to vote to approve this contract. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes. One extension noted. The item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing on the finance favorable, I move item 43D, order approving an amendment to the legal service agreements with Newburgh Heavy and Monteith PC law firm concerning the Canal Dock Boathouse project, increasing the maximum compensation from $60,000 to $210,000 for fiscal year 2022 through 2023, line item 3C 191-957-58101.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call on order for Ward 25.
Thank you, Madam President. The Office of the Corporation Counsel requests authorization to increase by $150,000 the maximum compensation to the law firm of Newburgh, Pape, and Monteith PC. This firm is representing the city in its ongoing suit against the parties that built the concrete deck for the Canal Dock Boathouse, which has begun to crack. The Finance Committee heard this request and voted to give it a favorable recommendation. I encourage colleagues to vote for this motion. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 43E, ordinance amendment to appropriate ordinance number 1, authorizing budget transfer number 133-23-1, transferring funds from the Corporation Counsel and Labor Relations salary account to the Office of Corporation Counsel Legal Services account in the amount of $144,400.00, and amending the agreement of Berger, Moses, and Devlin and excess of $100,000.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. I call on order from Ward 25.
Thank you, Madam President. The Office of the Corporation Counsel requests approval of this internal transfer of $144,040 to provide additional funds for legal services agreements with various firms, including with Burcham, Moses, and Devon. The motion also increases by $25,000 the maximum compensation to that law firm, which for many years has done important work for the city, including in the area of union contract negotiations. The Finance Committee heard this request and voted to give it a favorable recommendation. I urge colleagues to vote yes on the motion. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, this is an ordinance amendment. I will please confer, please vote.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Enriquez,
Yes.
Singh. Yes. Enriquez,
Yes.
Davis, Pupo,
Yes.
Rivera,
Yes.
Testa,
Yes.
Haywood, Andrews, Santana,
Yes.
Lloyd,
Yes.
Santiago,
Yes.
Westfall, Munza,
Yes.
Cola, Edwards, Ashland Smith, Peters,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Hamilton, Marshall,
Yes.
Joaquin,
Yes.
Solo,
Yes.
Bickman,
Yes.
Wingate,
Yes.
Smith.
Is there anyone who has voted wishing to vote? Is there anyone who has voted wishing to change their vote? Seeing none, item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. Under miscellaneous, I move item 44, motion to discharge A and B from the chair of the Tax Abatement Committee, submitting a motion to discharge the committee from consideration of the following items and take it up for immediate action. A, LM-2023-0113, order concerning real property taxes of Tiana R. Daily on her motor vehicle tax account 657377. B, LM-2023-0073, order abating, deferring collection of real property taxes from Dorothy Mooring on her residence grand list of 2021.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion on a motion to discharge only. I call on order from Ward 15.
Thank you, Madam President. The Tax Abatement Committee held their meeting on March 28th and did not have enough members to have a quorum. Because of these items could not be voted out of committee, and I asked them to be given the charge for the committee so that the board can vote on them. Thank you.
Any further discussion on a motion for discharge only? Seeing none, all in favor of discharge, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item is discharged.
I move these items.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. I call on order from Ward 15.
Thank you, Madam President. Ms. Daly has requested that the interest she had paid on the all car taxes be refunded. She paid the full amount so that she would be able to raise her recovery card and do her chores. The interest she paid this account was $904.86. I ask you to approve the refund. Thank you. And B, Ms. Mooring is an elderly resident of New Haven who has gotten tax abatement on her loan in the past. Ms. Mooring still meets the requirements of this program, and I ask you to approve her application. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 45, motion to amend from Alder Crespo, submitting a motion to amend LM-2022-0536. An order of the Board of Alders previously adopted on December 5, 2022, extended the period of pay date for Stephen Trimble on his motor vehicle tax account numbers 59767, 10473, and 101922, extended the period to pay the taxes to April 28, 2023.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. I call on order from Ward 15.
Thank you, Madam President. Mr. Trimble is ready to pay his past due taxes and has requested that he given additional time to do so. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to suspend section 24-1-A of the rules of the Board of Alders to conduct further business.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask unanimous consent on items number 46 and 47. 46, order concerning real property taxes of Talia Cordova on board vehicle tax accounts 83169, 61120, 61121, and 61363. 47, order concerning real property taxes of Jennifer Ivy on motor vehicle tax accounts 956282 and 75138.
Second.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent on these items? Seeing none, let's move over to this.
I move these items.
Second.
The items have been moved and seconded. Discussion. I call on order from Ward 15.
Thank you, Madam President. I apologize for that. These are people that are ready to pay the taxes and they need us to waive the interest, so they will do so. We'll be getting $1,200 for these two individuals. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to close section 24-1-A of the rules of the Board of Alders to conduct further business.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. Before a motion to adjourn is appropriate, I would like to take one quick question. I call on order from Ward 10.
Thank you, Madam President. Tonight at 9:20 p.m., March Madness continues with UConn versus San Diego State. I'm a UConn mom, shirt on. Let's root for the Huskies tonight. We have Adama Sanaga, who has my heart, as well as, Hawkins, Jackson, Carrie. And yes, I've been following them for the last couple of years. This is a team that rocks, has worked hard, and you can tell on the court that they are passionate, they work together truly as a team, and go Coach Early. So let's root for the Huskies.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam President.
I will now call on order from Ward 25.
All right. Thank you, Madam President. I stand to invite colleagues and the general public to the next public meeting on the budget, which will take place on Monday, April 10th. That evening, beginning at 6 p.m., the Finance Committee will hear from the Community Service Administration and the associated departments, Public Health, Elderly Services, Youth and Recreation, and the Library. The Registrar of Voters will also be on the agenda for this meeting, which will take place here in these chambers. Thank you, Madam President.
Are there any more points of personal privilege? I call on order from Ward 27.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to announce that this Friday, all roads lead to the Schubert Theater for the concert that is sponsored by the Youth Department. I just want to say one name, Ricky Dillard. Get your tickets. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'll see you there this Friday. Thank you, Madam President.
Are there any more points of personal privilege? I call on order from Ward 22.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask everyone if you can stand. Most of you know Carol E. Brown from West Haven, Connecticut. She is the founder of the Black Coalition in West Haven, and her husband of 65 years passed away. And the funeral was this weekend. His name, I always call him Mr. Teddy. I learned his name is Ralph. So his name is Ralph Theodore, Mr. Teddy Brown. So if we can just have a moment of silence on his behalf. Thank you.
Are there any more points of personal privilege?
I make a motion to adjourn.
We can have a meeting discussion, seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.
Because the number here.